the delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart.
Geno Auriemma once called Caitlin Clark's fans delusional, but now those same fans are watching her dominate the WNBA, shatter 62 records, win Rookie of the Year, and become the first rookie in 16 years to make the All-WNBA first team. And here's the twist, it's no longer just her fans backing her anymore.
There were actually odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from the beginning.
Stephanie White, the Indiana Fever's new head coach, just went on record, and her words are a sharp contrast to Auriemma's criticism. She's describing a version of Caitlin Clark so different from his that you'll wonder if they're even talking about the same player. By the end of this video, we'll break down the key offseason priorities Coach Steph and Caitlin are working on to dominate next season. Geno's comments definitely didn't age well. Want to know what White said that has everyone buzzing?
So if you're a WNBA player, and believe me, I've coached the best, and I've pissed them off a lot, and they let me know about it. But they were tremendously disrespected. And none of them are going to say it. But human nature is, okay, this kid's coming into the league.
Picture this, it's June 2024. Geno Auriemma, UConn's legendary coach, shakes the basketball world with a statement about Caitlin Clark. Known for his sharp tongue, he doesn't hold back, saying Clark isn't built for the WNBA's physicality. His words hit hard, echoing through every corner of the sports world.
This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie.
Is the legendary women's college basketball coach, right? Has he seen something others miss? The tension as thick fans, analysts, and players alike hold their breath. But then something incredible happens game after game. Clark proves Auriemma wrong. Her assists pile up like mountains. Her shot finds its mark with laser precision. The world watches in awe as this rookie, supposedly not built for the league, starts rewriting the record books. The tension builds with every game. How high can Clark climb? Can she keep this up? The doubters start to quiet down. The believers get louder. Clark's not just playing well, she's dominating.
There's a difference between great players and phenomenons. No one ever said Caitlin Clark wasn't no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenons, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime like this.
As the season rolls on, it becomes obvious that Auriemma's words aged like milk in the sun. Clark doesn't just break a record or two, she shatters 62 WNBA records in her rookie year. 62. A number that feels unreal, but it's real and it's incredible.
Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening.
Remember, when Auriemma called Clark's fans delusional, well, those same fans are now watching her dominate the WNBA and break records nonstop. It's not delusion anymore. Reality showed up, and her name is Caitlin Clark. But this story is far from over. Enter Stephanie White, the Fever's new head coach. She's about to add a whole new chapter to Clark's already incredible rise. White isn't just impressed, she has a vision. A plan to elevate Clark's game even higher. Clark didn't just prove she belongs in this league, she proved she can run it. So, ready to hear what Stephanie White has to say about Caitlin? Trust me, it makes Auriemma's comments look even colder.
She's a great player. She's a high IQ player. She adjusted really quickly to this league. Unbelievably quick to this league. And now it's about becoming not just a great player, but becoming a great leader for this team, so that we can win not just a championship, but championships. And what does that look like?
Remember, when people said Clark couldn't handle the WNBA, well, Stephanie White isn't just proving them wrong, she's redefining the game, how you take a record-breaking rookie and make her even better. White's answer might surprise you. When Stephanie White steps up to the mic, the entire basketball world listens. She isn't just talking wins and losses, she's laying out a vision for the Fever's future. It's bold, it's ambitious, and it's centered on unlocking even more of Caitlin Clark's potential.
Also want our players to use their instincts and to play free. You know, we want to make plays, not run plays, right? We want to have sets that give us certain spacing that we want, depending upon our rotations, who's on the floor, who we want to attack, what matchups we want to get to, how can we manipulate them. So we'll have certain play calls that just give us space to operate. And then whichever play we make, whichever pass we make determines, one of 3 actions that our players can read from. And so really giving them the freedom to play within a system.
White's vision for Clark and the Fever in 2025 isn't just about breaking records, it's about reshaping the way the game is played. She drops a bombshell that has everyone talking. We want to make plays. Not run plays, simple words, but a revolutionary idea. This isn't your grandma's basketball strategy. White is giving her players the freedom to create within the system. It's a sharp contrast to the rigid, by-the-book style we've seen from coaches like Auriemma.
So now, if Caitlin Clark played for Geno, would he let her shoot logo threes?
Should I answer that?
Go ahead.
Hell no.
Okay.
Like, he didn't even let us dribble. Like, not thigh pass. We were playing triangle, pass, screen away, pinch post.
I bet we came off five pick and rolls our whole career.
White explains we'll have certain play calls that give us space to operate, and then whichever pass we make triggers one of 3 actions our players can read. It's a clean, simple system built on trust, spacing, and smart decision-making.
I'm not one of those coaches that is going to be set in her ways. Not one of those coaches that isn't, I'm willing to try new things.
But how will this new approach impact Clark's game? The anticipation is real. She's already proven she can dominate in a traditional system. Now with this extra freedom, how high can she go? White isn't just focused on X's and O's. She's talking to Clark about basketball on a bigger level, not just Fever basketball, but the game itself.
What's your approach when you're coaching greatness like that?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, just talking basketball, right? Just having general basketball conversations about what she's watching, what she likes, what are some of the things what are some of her thoughts from, not just what the Indiana Fever have done, but from the game of basketball in general.
Open communication is at the heart of White's strategy. She's not just telling Clark what to do, she's listening, learning, and collaborating. White explains, I talked to her about how we can help her be more efficient, more effective, and make our team better overall. White's approach goes beyond making Clark a great player. It's about shaping her into a great leader. She's nurturing Clark's high basketball IQ, helping her see the game in new ways. White's confidence in Clark is evident. She's not only a great player, but also a smart one, and she's adapted quickly to the league.
I've never seen in the NBA a player that can throw the ball ahead on the break better than her. Or him, anyone. I had Isaiah, I had Hall of Fame point guard, never anyone better than her. I also think that, like a lot of my great point guards, Hall of Famers, she could play off the ball so well because she knows how to move without the ball, and it wouldn't tire her.
The contrast between White's supportive style and Auriemma's criticism couldn't be sharper. While Auriemma doubted Clark's ability to adapt, White is embracing it, building on it, and using it to reshape the entire team. This isn't just about proving doubters wrong, it's about setting a new standard for what's possible in women's basketball. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, one thing is clear: with White's innovative strategy and Clark's unmatched talent, the Indiana Fever aren't just playing basketball, they're reinventing it. So, what exactly are White and Clark working on? If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know your time is valuable and we appreciate it. Now back to the action.
I started watching Caitlin Clark when she was in the 8th grade when I was at Vanderbilt. And then I called a lot of her games in college when she was at Iowa. And so I've really watched her continue to learn and grow, and I have great relationships with her college coaches and had multiple conversations with them throughout the course of her career about what the next steps would be, right, and what the next level would be.
Caitlin Clark's second WNBA season is about to begin, and the basketball world is buzzing after breaking records and silencing critics. In her rookie year, all eyes are on Clark. Can she maintain the momentum? Will the pressure of sky-high expectations get to her? Enter Stephanie White, the Fever's mastermind coach. She's not just watching Clark's talent, she's diving and rolling up her sleeves. And working alongside her together, they're targeting key areas for improvement, tackling them head-on. It's a partnership that has everyone talking.
bringing in, my system and my style, and this is the way that we're going to do it, but really adapting and blending some of what we wanted to do or thought we could do with what they had already done that's been very successful.
White's focus is all on Clark's strengths. She's not trying to turn her into a cookie-cutter player. She's identifying what makes Clark special and finding ways to amplify it. It's a strategy that has basketball analysts intrigued and fans on the edge of their seats. As the season approaches, something remarkable is happening. Clark isn't just improving her jump shot or defense, she's transforming completely. Her mindset is shifting. She's no longer content with just being a great player. She's stepping into a leadership role ready to carry the team.
If you guys saw this workout has gotten a lot of people excited for Caitlin Clark because she is like directly working on her weaknesses, which I think is a good look, honestly. I think that's a really, really good look for her because, again, when we're seeing somebody working on their weaknesses and not the glamorous weaknesses.
In a recently released video, we see Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark training together, highlighting 3 key areas Clark is focusing on. First, ball handling in tight spaces. Clark is already a wizard with the ball, but she led the league in turnovers last season. Partly it was because no one was used to her otherworldly passes, and partly because she's constantly double and triple teamed. By working on control under pressure, she's tackling that challenge head-on. Next, Clark is sharpening her mid-range game. Everyone knows her logo threes and her finishing at the rim. She shot an incredible 62% from under 5 feet last season, but mid-range has been the one gap in her offensive arsenal, and opponents have been forcing her into those shots. Adding a reliable floater and pull-up jumper makes her even tougher to guard. Finally, finishing through contact is a major focus. Driving in the WNBA means dealing with intense physicality by simulating game-like conditions and working on her strength. Clark is preparing for the bruising she'll face night after night. The big question: will all this behind-the-scenes work translate to on-court success? The pressure is on, and the whole league is watching to see if Clark can elevate her game even further. Remember those 62 WNBA records she set in her rookie season: 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, 8.4 assists, and 1.3 steals per game? With White's innovative coaching and Clark's unmatched talent, the Indiana Fever aren't just aiming for improvement, they're gunning for greatness.
Trying to think outside the box, not be tunnel vision in how we do things, putting players in positions to be successful, using what we have to our advantage instead of what we don't, and really trying to reverse engineer in some ways the way that I think about the game, and the positions that we can put our teammates and our players in to be successful.
As the new season approaches, one thing is clear: the Clark-White partnership isn't just transforming the Indiana Fever, it's redefining what's possible in the WNBA. Remember when making the playoffs felt like a distant dream for the Fever? Stephanie White's latest message is about to change that narrative. She's not just talking playoffs anymore, she's aiming for something much, much bigger.
Future is so bright, and our ultimate goal is to hang another banner in the field house. And our ultimate goal is to come back in here after we win that championship and celebrate again like we did in 2012.
The Indiana Fever have finally ended an 8-year playoff drought, their first postseason appearance since 2016. But Stephanie White isn't satisfied with just breaking that streak. She's aiming even higher. In a recent interview, White dropped a bombshell that has the entire WNBA buzzing. She didn't just talk about making a run for the championship, she's thinking even bigger.
Our job then as coaches to continue to put them in positions to succeed, and our job as a franchise to put the pieces around them that will fill some of the gaps and fill some of the holes, and ultimately our goal is to win championships and to hang banners.
Our goal was to win championships and hang banners, White declared. Did you catch that? Championships. Plural. This isn't about one magical season, they're planning a dynasty in Indiana. But here's the big question: can a team that just ended an 8-year playoff drought really become title contenders overnight? White's strategy is clear. She's building around a core trio: Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston, a combination that has the entire league on edge. As White herself put it, the potential is undeniable.
These players got great experience in the playoffs this year. They're all hungry to grow and hungry to improve and hungry to be coached and hungry to win. And when you have 3 foundational players and your big 3 that have that mindset, have that mentality, great things can happen.
The team is fully buying into White's vision. You can feel the energy in Indiana. The fans are buzzing, the players are fired up, and the whole state seems to be holding its breath, eager to see what this young squad can achieve. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is still a young team. They finished the season at .500 with a 20-20 record. It's a huge improvement, no doubt, but they're not exactly dominating the competition. Yet the big question remains, are they ready for the next level? Can they compete with the WNBA's elite when the pressure is at its peak?
First and foremost, it's a mindset. You've got to be committed to it. And so establishing that this is going to be a part of our DNA and a part of who we are right away and is going to be important.
Here's the thing. We've seen this story before in the WNBA, teams going from lottery picks to legitimate title contenders almost overnight, with White at the helm guiding this talented young core. Experts are starting to take notice. Many believe the Fever could follow that same path, rising from bottom dwellers to serious title threats in record time. White isn't just focused on wins and losses. She's developing leaders. She sees something special in Clark beyond the jaw-dropping stats. White believes Clark can grow into a true leader for the team. It's all part of the plan. Build a core, cultivate leaders, and create a winning culture that lasts.
The greatest lesson of all time is to let them have a voice. And I think so many coaches don't do that. When you have players like the ones you had in Connecticut, I think, they know. And if you don't do what they want to do, they'll also say, she's doing it wrong.
As for Geno Auriemma's predictions about Clark's WNBA career, while he was busy doubting her, she was busy breaking records, making the All-WNBA first team, and leading her team back to the playoffs. Clearly, she was built for this league. Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark are more than just coach and player. They're a dynamic duo reshaping women's basketball. White's innovative strategy combined with Clark's unmatched talent has created a partnership that's turning heads across the WNBA.
Women's sports, it's a big opportunity to be a part of this rising tide that we're all experiencing. Everybody in this company's all in. Everybody in this city's all in.
The Indiana Fever aren't just aiming for improvement, they're aiming for championships, plural, with Clark leading the way and White at the helm. The future of women's basketball is dressed in Fever red. It's a future packed with record-breaking performances, jaw-dropping plays, and plenty of winning. As for Geno Auriemma, he might want to take notes. While he doubted, White was building. She recognized Clark's potential and is nurturing it, helping her evolve from rookie sensation to team leader. The result is a Fever team that's not just competitive, it's downright intimidating. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Click the video on screen, and we'll see you in the next one.